Hey everybody, this is the Aggressively Medium podcast with Lee and Josh.
Episode 83.
83. What was it?
Trying to pump myself up.
Trying to pump yourself up, shaking your shoulders like that? Pump it up. Pump it up. 83 last week was the Halloween episode.
82 last week.
82 was last week. 83 is this week.
This is 83.
Last week was the Halloween episode.
Yep.
We were dressed up. It was pretty funny.
Yep.
If you want to go back and watch that one, I highly recommend it.
Yep. Anna liked it.
Oh, she did?
She did.
That's good.
She didn't know I was going to dress up.
I'm glad that we get some feedback every now and then. We need feedback.
Anna listens to the show every Friday.
I know. I'm just saying, anybody who wants to give us some feedback, give us some feedback. We like feedback. Even if you don't like what we're saying, it's fun to us. So
Yeah.
we will talk about whatever you say.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. So just a little update. I have been waiting for this.
Oh,
There's a
I didn't know
pizza
what
shop.
you were about to talk about.
There's a pizza shop that is opening soon in Tuscaloosa.
So a guy got run off from the other restaurant.
No, he sold that one.
Sold it. He closed it.
He sold it.
So his business closed.
No, the business is still there. He sold the business.
Yeah, I bet he did. Anyway.
I'll cut all that out because he's probably going to listen to it.
He's like 70.
No, he's not that old. 70 is like my dad's age.
He's 60. Anyway.
Anyways, there's a new pizza shop opening up in Tuscaloosa. That's called Tuscany.
In Northport.
No, it's Tuscaloosa. That's Tuscaloosa. It's Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now.
All right.
The cutoff is watermelon.
Okay.
Anything on this side of watermelon, Tuscaloosa. Other side of watermelon, Northport.
Okay.
So, new pizza shop opening up called Tuscany, and he's been doing little like, hey, come grab a slice of pizza or come grab a pizza or whatever. He's, testing some stuff out, and I finally got some. Normally, it's when I'm at the fire station. It always happens. If there's anything interesting, it's when you're at the fire station. It's just Murphy's Law. Mm-hmm. Anyways, he had them set up today. He was doing like $10 for a 12-inch pizza, which is like a discounted price from what he's normally going to be doing. And then you could get a 20-inch pizza for $20.
Going forward or for
No,
his little
this was for
specialty?
today. Yeah. And he had the cup and char pepperonis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, this is going to be the best pizza shop in Tuscaloosa.
If people find it.
I don't think it's going to be that hard to find.
It's off in a ditch.
It's not off in a ditch.
It is off in a
It's
ditch.
not even in a ditch. So
Everybody listening, you ever heard of Jerry's Dry Cleaning in Tuscaloosa?
you know where the
Nope,
you know where the
it's in a
Burger King is.
ditch.
You know where the Burger King is in Tuscaloosa, coming towards Northport.
Yeah,
It's on the backside
It's
of it.
underneath that Burger
Where
King.
Ruby Tuesdays was. I'm telling you though, that pizza is the closest you'll get to New York style pizza, like legit New York pizza.
I'm okay.
It's fantastic. The sauce was amazing. It's all homemade. Dough's homemade. Sauce is homemade. It's fantastic. Chef's kiss. It's amazing.
All right.
I will be eating there so much.
That's fine. You and him.
There's going to be a lot of other people show up.
That's good.
Anyways, it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
If you want to look it up, forget how to spell Tuscany because it's like tusk, like an elephant tusk.
No. It's T.
Oh, it's like tusk, like Tuscaloosa.
Yeah. So spelled Tuscany.
Yeah, but he has a dash in it. Yes, he does. TUSC
I was there today.
dash NY.
There's no dash. The NY is larger.
Oh, he needs a dash.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Anyways, fantastic pizza. Check them out. Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. And then go when they open up because it's phenomenal.
When's he going to open?
Pretty soon. He's getting the inside of the building finished off and stuff. But it's going to be great pizza. You know what? I bought the pizza for us to try on the show.
Where is it?
You were here an hour later than we had discussed.
So you ate
and I
it?
was hungry, so I
Man.
ate it. And I had to eat it all because it was great. I saved one slice for my wife,
That's good.
but I ate the rest because I was hungry.
That's fine.
Speaking of being hungry,
I'm hungry.
you're hungry?
Yeah. I'm always hungry.
Get you some candy.
No. How are you going to transition into this?
There was a hungry monkey this weekend.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
All right.
what's the guy's name? I know the story.
I do too, but I don't know the details. I got to pull it up. Hold on.
So-
Here we go. I'm going to read you the headline because this headline threw me
Yeah.
it gave me vertigo.
Former Alabama coach.
Well, it didn't say anything about that. But just the stripper called pole assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Parenthesis. No. What is this when you put this around something?
I don't know.
Parentheses.
These are parentheses.
Are they?
Or these are quotation marks. That's parentheses.
Parentheses. I was right.
Yeah,
Okay.
parentheses.
Stripper called pole assassin, parentheses, who hooked up with Longhorns coach shortly after he left his wife and 3 kids, in parentheses, defends her emotional support monkey after it was accused of biting a child at a Halloween haunted house.
So what's the coach's name? It's John something, I think, isn't it?
Pole assassin. Well, let me start with her name because she's more important than that.
She's
guy.
pole assassin. That's all we need to know.
Danielle Thomas.
No.
What
Pole
a
assassin.
normal name. Pole assassin.
Well, how many people start out naming their kids stripper names and they're like, this is going to be their career, so we might as
Anybody
well.
named Tiffany. Yeah. Or
What?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, I'll give you. Tiffany?
Yeah.
Tiffany?
Do you have a Tiffany in your family? I don't know.
I know plenty of Tiffany's, and
Do you know
none
what
of
they do
them's-
for a living?
Yeah, I know what they do for a living. Tiffany is such a normal name.
Okay.
Tiffany?
I haven't met a Tiffany in a long time.
If you said Sparkles, I'll give you Sparkles.
Cinnamon.
Sparkles, Pole Assassin,
Diamond.
Diamond. Yeah.
Candy.
Candy. I'll give you all
Tiffany.
those. Tiffany? No. That's like saying,
Tiffany.
Sarah, the stripper name.
Tiffany's much more a stripper name than Sarah.
They're the same. They're
not.
the same amount of stripper name.
Tiffany. That sounds like she's coming.
Sarah.
See?
Pole Assassin.
Danielle Thomas, a.k.a. Pole Assassin's boyfriend, Jeff Banks.
Okay, Jeff Banks, who is a special teams coach for Texas.
University of Texas football coach, special teams coach.
Used to be a coach at Alabama.
Sure. He left his wife, Corey, and 3 children for Pole Assassin.
Yeah. So that's an interesting thing that the top of it says hooked up with the coach shortly after. No. He left his wife and children for
Pole
a stripper named Pole Assassin, which, by the way, the emotional support animal was really not an emotional support animal. It was more like a stage support animal.
Yeah.
Because
It makes
the
money for
monkey was part of the show.
The monkey strips
The monkey was part of the strip show.
and picks up dollar bills and stuff.
I'm going to tell you what, okay? I've never been to a strip club,
Me either.
but I walk into a strip club, okay? We'll say go into a strip club. If I see the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life, and I'm like,
Pole Assassin.
I'm ready to lose it all.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose it. I'm risking it
Yeah.
tonight. And then she brings out a monkey,
Yeah.
and the monkey's part of her show. Okay, take the stripping part away from it. If I go
If
to
you
girls
could-
if I go to some girl's house,
And if she's got a bird, I'm leaving.
if she
Much
walks,
less a
if she's like a monkey, and then she's like, "Oh, by the way, we've choreographed a dance,"
Yeah.
I'm out. That's the biggest red flag I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You should have been gone,
Let's just
John.
look. This is probably going to upset some people, whatever. If you have an emotional support animal, I'll see you.
Sure. I wonder if she
We
calls
haven't
it
even
an
got
emotional
to the
support
story
animal.
yet.
This is we're far enough to talk about
A
it.
child was bit.
Yeah. So
Keep going.
the pole assassin leaves, or
Jeff Banks.
Jeff Banks leaves his wife and children for a stripper named Pole Assassin who has a monkey that's
capuchin
part of the
monkey.
dance. Comes to Alabama, is a coach at Alabama, then gets hired at Texas. And
you
then
said you read this
they
story.
they had a haunted house
In their backyard.
in their house.
Oh.
It was their house. They made their house into a haunted house.
You think Jeff did that or Pole Assassin did that? Probably not
I
Jeff.
think
Jeff's
got some.
I think Jeff got in on a drill and hit his head. He was holding a pad
Jeff
for
ain't got
some.
nothing going for him right now in the mental capacity, and so I'm not going to put it all on Pole Assassin.
I bet she
Jeff
was
and Pole.
integral in it though.
Oh, I'm sure it was her idea.
But if you just left your wife and 3 children for Pole Assassin and she says we're putting a haunted house in the house, what are you going to say? No?
Yeah, you can't. There's no backing down from Pole Assassin.
No. Because she'd murder you and feed her to her monkey.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That monkey's probably been eyeing you from the day that y'all hooked up anyway. Anyways, they have a haunted house at their house, and they invite everybody from the neighborhood. Hey, come check out our haunted house.
And parents, we've got alcohol. As you put that in the thing too.
It's going to be fun times.
And monkeys.
And then the monkey bites a kid.
And water's wet. I mean, what else?
I don't know what you expect okay, let's walk it back.
There was apparently rules. You're not supposed to touch the monkey.
Were you supposed to spank the monkey?
I'd ask Jeff.
Spanking the monkey.
That's why I'd ask Jeff.
It's a sexual innuendo.
I got it. In
Okay.
your endo.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Supposedly there were rules like on the wall, like a piece of paper with rules on it.
Yeah.
Like, don't go here, don't touch my monkey.
Yeah. Well,
And this little
I
kid.
don't even know if not touching the monkey was the thing. I think it was like, she said something like, you're supposed to go get candy and then come back through the gate or something like that.
Yeah, that was weird. I read that. It didn't make any sense.
Can you find that in the article?
Yeah.
Because she goes back and she tweets after the fact or says something after the fact about the monkey biting, essentially defending the monkey.
Okay.
If you got a good extract, go for it.
This is I hadn't seen the names of his children.
Oh, Jeff
Jeff.
or the monkey?
Jeff.
Okay.
It's like, his name's Jeff. Okay. He's as white as the driven snow.
Yeah.
Pole Assassin is African American. Did you not know that?
What? Oh, okay.
Pole Assassin.
Okay. I guess the pictures that I had seen
Or of Tiffany's, not Pole Assassin.
that was Tiffany that I saw.
I want to read you his kids' names.
I love the pictures of Pole Assassin and the monkey.
Is he white? Yeah, he's just real tan. He's white.
Let me make a determination real quick. He's white.
Okay. Thank you.
Not that means anything.
Genealogist. Oh. Did you see any of the pictures?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I've seen them.
You watched the videos then, I guess.
There's video?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
But okay, so he's as white as can be.
Jeff Banks.
Jeff Banks. His wife's name is Corey, Kori, which is a little stripperish.
I'll give you that one.
Kori?
Tiffany? No.
What if Tiffany has an
Corey-
I then? We're getting closer to
It's
a poll.
close.
Okay.
But I'm not saying just
But
Tiffany.
His kids' names, Sydney,
Okay.
very white.
Very white.
Gage,
That's
very white. And Tanner.
very white.
That's the whitest names. And now their stepmama's name is Pole Assassin.
Yeah. Which you gotta assume that's what they call her. Because that's what I would call her.
So she's also known for appearing on Jerry Springer.
Yes, she was on Jerry.
Yeah.
I forgot that part of it. Yeah, she was on Jerry Springer.
And her capuchin, this says white-faced capuchin monkey.
Ooh, at least it's not
we
blackface.
don't need to get racial about it, but
at least it's not blackface capuchin.
yeah. It's a girl named Gia.
Would be weird if it was a boy monkey.
And has 9,000 followers
on
Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, it's a popular monkey. More popular than we
Yep.
are.
She got her as a baby in 2014. So this is a 7-year-old monkey. I don't know how old monkeys get, but
I know
if they age like dogs, that's
Rafiki was pretty wise. So
So Gia was in her cage when children came around trick or treating and to play in the haunted house. She's set up in the yard. I've seen it say yard twice.
Okay. Okay, so this is what was tweeted.
Here's the gate. Here's where all the haunted house action happened. Here's the gate that every child and parent was told to turn around at when they got to. It was closed and blocked off with balloons. This is how far the kid went in my backyard without permission. This is a quote from a video she did.
Okay.
So supposedly you had to go way off track from the haunted house to get to this monkey.
Well, this is an 11/12-year-old child should know better than to enter someone's yard without permission.
To haunted house. And they're 11.
And old enough to also follow the rules. The rules were when you got to the gate, turn around, come back out for candy. Every other parent and child did also. Okay, but also, it's a haunted house.
Yeah.
You saying do not enter is like saying come on in.
Yeah.
There's not many haunted houses that I know of that don't have a do not enter sign.
Yeah.
But it's the entrance of the maze.
And how am I supposed to know it's not a prop?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've probably seen your monkey before. You know? Like I'm probably not scared of your monkey.
I don't like monkeys.
Either way.
Yeah.
The whole thing is ridiculous.
Yeah. I just read the headline and it shook me around reading it. Like every word after the next one made it even crazier.
This is why I love college football. And this reason only.
Yeah.
This is the only college football that I keep up with.
And before this, that dude was like in line to be a D1.
He probably still is.
Probably not.
Dude, come on.
You got to bring Danielle and Gia with you? Ain't nobody putting up with that.
He was already with freaking Alabama and he's making $1 million as a special teams coach at Texas. Yeah. He is, you don't care. You don't, here's the thing about college football.
Now.
Here's the thing about college football, man. Nobody gives a rip as long as you're winning games. If Coach O would have kept winning games, nobody would have said jack squat about all them girls he's been hooking up with. Nobody said jack squat about any of this stuff. You want to talk about a horrible person? It's going to ruffle some feathers. Paul Bear Bryant was not a good person.
I don't know anything about it.
He was a raging alcoholic.
Who isn't?
I'm just saying.
Watch your mouth.
Raging alcoholic.
Be careful.
But he won football games, so everybody went, here's the rug, sweep it under, put it back down.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We do it with presidents. We do it with
business
people. Yeah. That's why the rug's there.
Yeah. So you can sweep their stuff underneath it.
Ugh. There's just so many pictures of this monkey on
the
pole.
So
Jeff Banks,
horrible father.
Well, he's
You don't know who's good father?
John Eisman.
Eisenman.
Out of Washington State.
Do
you have the article pulled up? Because I've got the article pulled up.
Well, I don't have an article. I got it in my head, but
all right, let me pull it up. Here we go. And this is from the reputable tacticalonline.com. I have their newsletter because they have bulk ammo for cheap. And so I get emails every time they get a new shipment. All right. A Washington State father killed his daughter's 19-year-old boyfriend for selling her into sex trafficking ring. Cool.
Yeah. So his daughter got sold into sex trafficking.
What does adolescent mean?
I think it's like
younger than
16. I think
it's his adolescent daughter.
Yeah.
First off, she don't need a 19-year-old boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, you can't tell girls anything at that age. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't have personal experience with him, but
he's 60. The girl's father, John Eisenman, 60. was charged with first-degree murder and is being held on $1 million bond.
Essentially teenager.
Okay.
So
Could be 18.
Young person in the process of developing from a child into an adult.
So all of them.
I think 18 is a cutoff. I think you're an adult after that. You wouldn't be an adolescent 19-year-old.
So I'm actually okay up until when he gets into the details of what he did.
Well, so his daughter gets sold into sex trafficking. Liam Neeson's the out of this.
Yeah.
And figures out where she's at.
He's Liam Neeson.
He is.
He's
Liam
taken.
Neeson. He is.
Yeah.
He is 100%.
And we made a movie about him. This guy's going to prison for life.
Well, so he goes and finds his daughter, gets her back.
Yeah. Brings her home.
Knows she's living a good life. And then
figures out where he's going to his next party.
Yes. Do you have the details of that?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll just say the boyfriend's remains were discovered in the trunk of an abandoned car in Spokane last month.
Yeah. Should be.
Investigators believe he was killed in November of 2020. So dude about got away with it.
Hey.
He had him hidden for like 11 months. 10 months.
Pretty good.
Okay. He was charged with first-degree murder, $1 million bond. So police said Eisenman learned in October 2020 that his juvenile daughter, I thought it was adolescent. I don't know what juvenile
I'm seeing
means.
underage now. I just think she was under 18.
Okay. He learned in October of 2020 that his juvenile daughter had been sex trafficked in Seattle area and obtained information that her boyfriend was responsible. He was able to rescue his daughter and get her back to Spokane that same month. When the father learned that his daughter's boyfriend was going to be at a location near Spokane, Eisenman drove there and waited for the 19-year-old to arrive. During that encounter, this is a quote from the police. During that encounter, Eisenman abducted the victim, tying him up, throwing him in the trunk of a vehicle. Not his, of a vehicle.
It's his fiance's vehicle.
All right. Eisenman subsequently assaulted the victim by hitting him in the head repeatedly with a cinder block.
Okay.
And then stabbed him repeatedly.
Okay.
Causing his death.
Yeah.
After the homicide, Eisenman drove the vehicle to a remote area in North Spokane County and abandoned the car with the body still inside. Oh.
You know how he got caught? He bragged about it.
Really?
Yeah. It says a neighbor contacted police and told them that Eisenman had admitting to killing someone.
I thought you meant the
and
boyfriend.
hiding their body in the trunk of the car.
Well.
And then Eisenman admitted under questioning.
Hey, nobody's perfect. He went one step too far by bragging
Which part?
about it.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say.
Bragging about
I was about
it.
to say. Nah. Yeah. He should. If he would have never said anything, he'd probably be fine today, which he's still fine. His daughter's safe.
Yeah. He's going to prison for life. But
he's
not going to get messed up in prison.
Yeah. He's 60 though.
Because, like, what are you in for? I murdered my daughter's
boyfriend,
sex trafficking boyfriend. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to join our club? We got you, Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
One step too far by bragging about it.
Yep. You know who else went one step too far?
We're just all over transitions.
The
that dude at the like, I don't even
food. He's essentially
the UN Food Council.
Yeah,
feeding starving folks.
Yeah, feeding starving folks. He tweeted out the other day that
he's been doing this forever though.
Yeah.
He tweets at billionaires saying, "We give us your money."
Well, he doesn't say give us your money.
That's what he does.
He's
That's what
saying
he's saying
you're a piece of crap. Because 2% of your wealth. What he said was Elon Musk. 2% of Elon Musk's money, net worth,
which is $6 billion.
$6 billion could end world hunger. Elon said
he didn't say end world hunger. He said he could fix this current.
I thought the
hunger
initial
crisis.
thing. Oh, okay.
Because Elon Musk said supposedly 2% of my wealth could end world hunger.
And then the guy came back.
And then the guy was like, "Well, it's
that.
not world hunger. It's just this current famine. 48 million people are about to starve to death."
But essentially, Elon said, "All right, do the math.
Do the math and
Open it
show
up.
me. Yeah,
Show me your
Let
work.
everybody see your formula for this.
Show your work.
and I'll give you the money
Absolutely.
ASAP.
Crickets.
Yeah. Well, the guy did tweet back at him and say, "We'd love to be transparent with our numbers," and then nothing.
Yeah.
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 I haven't.
Checkmate.
Yeah. I haven't been a huge fan of Elon Musk just because he's kind of strange, but
Well, he's got like Asperger's or something.
oh, he's got more than that.
Yeah.
But that tactical news thing just sent me another article about Texas is going to build its own state border instead of making it federal. They're just going to pay. Hey,
Yeah.
sure.
Are the Mexicans paying for it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Taxes will, but I'm sure plenty of Texans are willing to pay for their own wall.
2% of Elon's wealth
Yeah, sorry. I just
could put a border wall up.
I'm sleepy.
Show me.
Well, it could.
Show me.
Yeah. $6 billion.
Let's do
You
it.
could build a hell of a wall for $6 billion. But Elon's growing on me.
Oh,
Just because he's not political at all. But he's common sense. Like he moved to Texas.
Yeah.
He's moving all this stuff. He's like, Californians are crazy.
well, he told California essentially, you keep doing this,
I'm moving.
and I'm moving. And then they said, you're not moving. And,
And
he
he
said,
said,
yes,
hold
I
my
am.
beer. Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Hold my
Yeah.
cocktail, probably. I don't know. But he named his kid symbols and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence with Elon, but this.
He is I read the book Blast Off that talks about SpaceX in its early days.
You listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to the book. It's the same thing.
It's not, though. But
Doofus.
that's fine. Well, if it's the same thing, be honest. You listen to a book
Okay, I listened to the
called
book.
Blast Off.
I think it was called Blast Off. It was about Elon Musk in the early days of SpaceX and all the things that happened leading up to that. And I'm gonna tell you what, dude is I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is type guy.
He also gets fired from every business he started. Once it's big enough to have a board, they fire him.
Except Tesla. Tesla has not, and SpaceX has not, and they.
Well, yeah, I'm
Tesla-
talking about the ones before this, but everything up to Tesla, he's
Yeah.
been fired from.
Well, for reasons like I'm sure like this, like
Or he'll go
PR.
in-
Yeah.
Why do you think you're worth your salary? I
Yeah.
bet he's walked into somebody's office, some like C whatever
Yeah.
O, and been like, "Why do you make this money?
Yeah.
Show me what
probably
you
so.
do today."
Yeah.
and that's-
He probably has.
I'm sure
He is unashamedly.
He's worth almost $300 billion, but that's all stocks.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not liquid assets. He's
So
not
is Bill
walking around-
Gates, but like,
Yeah.
and who's the bald-headed idiot at Amazon? Bezos.
Oh, Lex Luthor.
Yeah, Bezos. It's they probably could get you $100, like if you needed it.
Probably get more than that. But
I just mean like,
Yeah.
what do you got on you?
yeah,
And be like, I don't know.
yeah. They're not liquid assets,
Right.
but still,
If you can, yeah,
hey,
yeah,
I'm all for it. Show your work. I'll give you the money.
yeah. I
Well-
want a plaque though. Y'all got to build me a statue in Ethiopia or something. Though.
Well, he don't even care about that.
No,
he's just
no.
like, all right. Because I don't know if you knew about this. Back when he was living in California, he bought a house in some hoity-toity neighborhood, and then they started having problems with people busting into the neighborhood and essentially like scaling his walls of his house and like busting up in there. So what what he done? He bought every house on the street, both sides,
Good.
and essentially was like, "This is my street. Nobody comes over here."
Yeah.
One of them was like Gene Wilder's house, like the old
Yeah.
comedian, and essentially he started talking about how wealth and possessions are nothing, and then somebody was like, "Nah, well, you got 20 houses on one block,
You own
bro."
the street.
Yeah, and he said, "Okay," and sold them all. Sold every one of them.
Oh, and like he was gonna like move into a trailer or something.
Yeah.
There was that,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
a little storage unit house.
He was like, "All right, cool," and
Yeah.
sold all of his houses.
It's easy to do that when you're worth $300 billion.
Oh, sure, yeah. 'Cause I
can
go
talk
stay in a
about-
hotel.
I can talk about not caring about
I go stay
money
in the,
when I've
in
got half of the
freaking-
world's money.
What's the nicest hotel in Tuscaloosa? The
The
Great Value
the
Inn.
Embassy
I can
Suites.
get the suite at the Great Value Inn
Yeah.
every night of the week. Yeah, I don't care.
I could buy. He could buy any street in the world.
Well, I mean, if he's in Silicon Valley, which is probably one of the
he's
most,
not now.
Yeah, but he was essentially like one of the wealthiest places in the entire world.
Gosh, he could have bought like 1,000 acres in Austin, and or wherever he moved to.
He bought a bunch of acres for the factory.
Yeah, I just mean for his property.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it's dirt cheap out there. I saw one the other day. It was like,
well, not in Austin.
What this in
Outside,
Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parts of Texas, the dry parts, the desert parts of Texas.
I want to say it was like 400,000 acres for like $70,000.
Yeah, but that's uninhabitable.
It's not uninhabitable. They had electricity.
Okay,
And
I mean
water.
just the temp and stuff. Like it's 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, but
I own 400,000 acres of the United States.
400 acres.
You said 400,000 acres.
Oh, my bad.
And for 70 grand, and then I
400
looked
acres.
at you.
400 acres for 70 grand is.
Yeah. But you said 400,000 acres.
See if you can find for $1,000 an acre.
Yeah.
See if you can find any property.
How
in
many
Tuscaloosa.
acres is it?
It was 400 acres.
Okay.
400 acres.
Just for the record.
Just for the record.
You said 400,000 acres.
My bad.
Which is like
Not
half
what I
the
meant.
country
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
It's not
400,000 football fields. It's a lot of grass.
Exactly. I'm not cutting it.
No.
But yeah, I like Elon. He's good. He's a good guy.
He's grown on me. Cars are kind of stupid. But other than that,
I love his cars.
I'm sure you do.
Love him.
You've got one.
Yeah, I love him.
Speaking of money.
Speaking of money, so I saw this thing today, or the other day, not today. It's like this, one of those like would you rather type questions.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a would you rather, but it's
Gotcha.
similar. And it said, so for $5 million,
Cash untaxed.
yes. Would you live?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. So it was random Google Street View. So what you have to do is
You want me to do it right now?
no, I got it right here.
Oh, it's a specific one?
Yeah.
So it's not really random.
It's a specific website that picks random places on Google Maps.
Yeah, you don't want me to do that too?
Sure, you can.
Okay. What's it called?
It's called
I'm just trying to be a part of it.
randomstreetview.com.
Random Steelers. I spelled street wrong. Street View. Yeah.
So for $5 million,
Yep.
where's your place?
Debon 12, 8614 JE Udega Jim Wimberstan, the Netherlands.
Oh, you're in the freaking Netherlands? Let me see it. See, that's some nice land right there.
You want me to live on a bunch of land for $5 million?
Yeah, there's a nice house right there too.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I am I don't even know where this is.
I got nothing but nice houses and pastures.
I got pastures all around me. This is something fun you can do with your friends.
Do it to where it's just the United States.
Well, so I've got 353 Geelan Road, Huana, Noah Zelanda. Where's that up there? Where's that at?
Zealandia? Noah Zealandia?
That's where Black Panther's from.
Yeah, that's
be.
Wakanda.
Yeah. I'd live in Wakanda.
Yeah.
I want to know where this place is now.
I just did one where it was specifically the United States.
Uh-huh.
And it's like a fairly
Oh,
nice...
New Zealand. Yeah, I'll stay in New Zealand.
Yeah. A fairly nice subdivision in Arizona.
The first one I did was like the middle of nowhere, freaking like Africa or something. And I was like, oh, maybe not.
Bowling Green, Ohio is just a bunch of farmland. Yes. I like this website.
Yeah.
Arkansas in the woods.
So what about this? Like random spot in Croatia.
No.
for $5 million.
Nah.
See, that's supposed to be like okay.
Yeah, Croatia's a little too third world for me. I don't know how many.
$5 million.
That's. Can I move back?
After like 5 years or something.
Okay.
But it's just a cool little.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's a fun little thing you can do with your friends.
Sandusky, Ohio.
I'm not staying there.
Get played with a little bit.
Yeah, that's gross.
Man, every one of them's just endless farmland. We got a lot of farmland in the U.S.
Well, you got a lot of farmland around the world. You got more.
I'm gonna get wrapped up in this website. I gotta go on.
You got more wild land in the world than you do inhabited land.
Well, yeah, we've only mapped 6% of the ocean.
Yeah, but I'm talking about that. Have you heard all the stuff that's like?
We know more about Mars than we do the ocean.
Supposedly.
We need a little spend of money. So we need to spend a little bit of money on the ocean.
Well, have you seen the thing that was like, this is false, but NASA was first equipped to like, NASA was going to be the thing that went underwater and like explored underwater, and then they went down there and they were like, we can't do this. We got to.
We need to go up, not down.
We need to go up.
We got a better chance.
It's not true.
We got a better chance in voidless space than we do 400 feet under the surface of the water. There's a lot of water, boy. You can thank Noah for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of water. So this.
Are you going to try and transition? Because I got a good one.
Go for it.
Noah was a pretty good dad. Speaking of dads.
So you were saying you had some dad jokes for later, and I saw this article that was pretty good. It was 22 dads who radiate pure dad energy.
Got it.
So the first one was, my siblings and I were out to dinner with my dad, and we started talking about dad jokes we liked. All of a sudden, my dad goes, I've only made 3 dad jokes my entire life, and they're all sitting in front of me.
That's good. Just for some back and forth, you want to hear a funny one I heard?
Sure.
I
got 22, so.
I'll forget this one because I didn't write it down, but I did see it yesterday. Yeah. It was a girl tweeting, and she was like, I'm 38 dating a 48-year-old. Okay. And they came to Thanksgiving last year to her house.
Yeah.
My little sister, who's 33, is dating his son, who's 25. And my dad got up in the middle of dinner and went outside and started cutting my grass because he was so mad about the situation. Anyway.
I've been pretty upset about that.
Gosh. And I think that's when they like told him. They explained everything was at Thanksgiving when they were all there.
Gross.
Ugh.
You and your child are driving late at night along a deserted road. You come across a van full of money with the driver dead from an apparent heart attack. What lesson do you teach your child? And his dad said, lift with your legs, not your back.
That's funny.
Says, so this is a Reddit. Like ask Reddit.
Yeah.
So straight men, if you had a son and he told you he was gay, how would you honestly react? And what would be the first words to him? It says, hi gay, I'm dad.
I'm gay. Hi gay, I'm dad. That's funny.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Says, sometimes I put movies on that are in Spanish. And when my kids get really confused and ask why they can't understand them, I tell them that they are just tired and should probably take a nap. Then, when they wake up from the nap, I put the same movie on in English and they think they're all better. That's fantastic.
Funny. I'm assuming that's little kids.
It would have to be. But I also don't see a kid, like if I had Spanish on and I told that to Jason, he'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be like, all right, I guess I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I need to take a nap.
Yeah, he'd be like,
does he still nap?
No.
Okay.
No. My dad apparently sneaks his remote into a local bar so he can change the channel when he doesn't like what's on. I'm equally embarrassed and impressed.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the sofa with my son watching TV, and he got a text on his phone. He left in the kitchen, so he goes to get his phone, and it's a text from me. Please bring the chips and Diet Pepsi on your way back.
That's funny.
That's good. This guy dressed up as the Hulk for Halloween. He's got a really big, like, inflatable suit type deal. And then he sends a text to his dad and says, guess what I am? Dad says, a virgin. Thought I was meowing back to my cat for the past hour, but it turns out it was just me and my dad meowing at each other from different rooms in the house.
That's funny.
I've been building my son's trust for 2 years with high fives. Today I'm going to hit him with a too slow. Welcome to the real world, son.
Yep.
So this one says, asked a rival dad's wife if she needed any jars left open before I left.
I've heard one of those where it was the rival dad ones are funny, where it was like,
that's the first one I've heard.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you follow the dad on Instagram? You should. It's hilarious. But he said, asked my neighbor where he got his grill so I could get a starter grill for my son. Like,
yeah.
There's,
I just saw a dad in cargo shorts on a riding lawnmower shoot some finger pistols at another dad on a riding lawnmower. What a fucking power move.
Yep. That's funny.
When and if I have a daughter and she gets to that B-word girl age and says, I wish you weren't my dad, I hate you, blah, 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 I'm going to have an extra set of all the pictures in the house without me in them. And on that night, I'm going to swap out all the pictures of me. I will make sure to not meet any of her friends or teachers or whatever and tell my wife to act like I never existed in the first place. Disappear for 1 week. There'll be no proof of me existing. After 1 week, I'll come back, swap all the pictures out, and act like nothing happened.
It takes a lot of work. That's funny.
That's a lot of work. I just want the world to know that my dad is in his late 50s and he still hides his tattoo from his parents that he's managed to hide from.
That's funny.
Since he was 19.
Wow.
Jeez. This is from the dad.
You should follow him. It's funny.
When my wife pisses me off, I get on her Pinterest and pin lots of mediocre like cupcakes that just look like cupcakes.
Mess up her algorithms on Pinterest.
Yeah. Just like crappy cupcakes, not like the fancy.
Yeah.
I saw one that was and I think me and you watched it together, was when my wife when my wife gets upset at me and she says she's not going to talk to me, and then he like turns the water off behind the toilet. And like screws all the jars on real tight.
The light bulbs.
Undoes all the light bulbs. Yep.
I saw it was from the dad, and it was a guy saying like, accidentally cut this guy off in traffic, and he gave me the thumbs down, and it was way worse than any bird I've ever gotten before.
Got the leaf blower going before 8 a.m. on the first Saturday of quarantine, just to remind the rival dads in the neighborhood what working from home really means. This is somebody trick or treating, and they have their kid has an onion in their bag, and it says, "Who the f gave my son an onion?" And he says, and then the guy says, "I did. I gave to a little girl an onion saying good evening, and then shut the door. She just said no with the saddest tone I've ever heard. 10 seconds later, I heard her parents laughing so hard through the house." So this is a picture, and it's a little girl, and she's etched in the side of her dad's car with a screwdriver. "I love you, Dad." And it says, as a dad, what would you do if your daughter did this? It says, "I'm going to be frustrated at first, but then I'd say, let's go do it to mama's car too."
That's funny. That was the most sincere laugh I've laughed in a while.
I don't know. The earlier one you laughed pretty good at too.
Yeah, that one it like startled me how loud I laughed.
I don't even shop on Black Friday. I just roll up to Walmart parking lots and fight.
Yeah, that's good.
This is the last one. One time I asked a rival dad who I knew didn't own a torque wrench if I could borrow his torque wrench in front of a group of people.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, the rival dad stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to check those out.
The dad is a great account.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I'll have to look at it. I mean, I'm a dad now. I should follow the dad account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
I just dadhood creeped up on me though.
It did.
Like all
it came
of a sudden.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Sure did. Well, you ready for some call them dad jokes?
Laffy Taffies.
They're Laffy Taffy jokes, but you could call them dad jokes.
Yeah. Well,
they're just punny.
Before we get to that,
yeah.
The other morning I woke up really early, and I was waiting on the sunrise, and then it dawned on me.
That's good. That's good. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What type of check isn't worth any money? Spell check. that annoyed laugh. Yep. What can you serve but not eat? A tennis ball.
Huh.
Why was the used pencils joke bad? It didn't have a point. What does a cold stereo play?
A cold stereo play?
Yeah. Cool music.
Cool music.
Oh, this one made me I got up off the couch laughing from this next one.
Okay. I prepared myself.
How do you fix a broken jack-o'-lantern? With a pumpkin patch. That one, it hit me out of left field.
It got you, huh?
It did. What type of button can't be unbuttoned? A belly button.
Oh. Actually, I did.
There's probably some buttons.
I saw a video the other day. A girl who's got a fake belly button.
Fake?
Yeah, she took it out. She ain't got a belly button, so she had like a fake belly button.
How does she not have a belly button? She had a good tummy tuck?
Probably.
That's the only way. Because Adam's the only person in history without a belly button.
I mean,
she didn't have an umbilical cord?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Oh, this one was funny too. What did the house wear to the party? A dress.
A dress. There you go.
I got more.
Okay.
You want to hear them?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, what did the girl Ocean say when the boy Ocean asked her on a date?
She just waved.
Sure.
Oh, sure. I was at the library the other day.
Yeah. I just read another one that was.
I was at the library the other day.
Yeah.
And some guy walks up to me and says, "Do you have any bookmarks?"
Yeah.
And I said, There's plenty, but my name's Josh."
Oh wait, say it again. Dang it. Guy walked up to you and said, "Do you have any
do you have
bookmarks?
do you have a bookmark?"
Do you have a bookmark?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my name's Josh.
Yeah, but my name's Josh.
What kind of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed.
Open-toed.
What do you call a happy cowboy? A Jolly Rancher.
A Jolly Rancher.
I'll stop when you get one. I'm just kidding.
Do you know what ET do you know what ET is short for?
Extraterrestrial.
No, he's got little legs.
Why he's short? That's funny. Why do bananas put on sunscreen? So they don't peel. One more.
Okay.
Why was the broom late? It overswept.
Overswept.
What's the difference between jelly and jam? I'm just kidding.
I don't think we need to talk about that one again.
And on that note, are we short on time?
No.
We're good? I always feel like these are getting shorter and shorter.
We're short on time right now. We're at 51 minutes.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah.
Because we were going to come over tonight, so I didn't want to use up all my talking
your free
points.
time.
I didn't want to use up all my talking points on the podcast, but Carolina's getting her molars.
That sucks. I hate that for her. I know that's got to be miserable.
Especially for us.
Yeah.
She can take Tylenol and feel a little better. We just got to listen to her scream for 3 days. She hasn't stopped crying since Tuesday.
Man.
That's
what we were talking about earlier. I'd rather anything happen than something happen in my mouth.
Yeah.
Because I had a gum graft done, and I would rather just take out one of my vertebrae.
Yeah. Fuse my whole spine.
Fuse it all together, but don't take my gum off the roof of my mouth again.
Sew my fingers together.
Yeah.
Over.
It's just little
like
flippers.
Did your parents have root canals?
My older brother did. I don't know. My
mom and dad have had root canals.
They probably did.
It seems like
60 years ago.
That seems like something I don't want nothing to do with.
Somebody was saying the other day that it's practically like the way that they're doing it now is practically like getting a tooth filled. Like it's the same amount of pain and recovery. But I don't know that that's necessarily true.
I hope I never find out. I don't like getting fillings.
I don't like going to the dentist.
Yeah.
So
we started the whole podcast with that. You remember? Episode 1.
Was it dentist episode 1?
It was in the first couple.
It was close. It was pretty close up there, but I don't think it was the first one.
Because I hadn't been to the dentist in a decade and went to the dentist and he was like, "Yeah, you're fit. You're fine.
Yeah,
we'll clean them, but like you're good."
Yeah, you ain't got to come back. This is essentially what he said.
And then Colin was like, "Hey, my soon-to-be wife."
Yeah. She
took offense.
She didn't
as a dentist.
Yeah, she didn't like episode 2.
2. Yeah.
Which if I'm not counting number 1, because number 1 was just 7 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever. But yeah, I'd rather about anything happen than do something in my mouth because it's an open wound all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure I know for a fact I need to get my wisdom teeth taken out. I do not want to.
How do you do with anesthesia in general?
I've only ever had like laughing gas one time.
You haven't had like surgery? Like coming out of anesthesia?
I've never had surgery.
Really? Man.
Living right.
It really all depends on how you do with it. Yeah,
you just ain't living right. Me and the Lord's tight.
Yeah. It really has to do with how you do with anesthesia.
Mm-hmm. But it's the after that I don't want.
Well, that's what I'm talking. And then also how well you can follow rules. Because if you just do what they tell you to do after it, there's not a lot of pain.
The dry socket stuff is not.
Keeping it clean.
And then you can't like sip stuff either through a straw.
They don't want you to do the suction.
Yeah.
So you have
that positive pressure.
Yeah. It's not bad.
I don't want to do it.
Well, then don't. You can't give up much wisdom, though. It's not a ton to spare.
You are right.
Yeah. You want to get all 4 of them cut out?
I got 3.
Where's the 4th one?
And it never done.
It never showed?
No, it never showed up. I just got the 3.
It got long. It's growing up into your brain.
It's touching my brain.
Yeah.
That's what makes me so dumb.
I was going to say smart.
Well.
Wise. No, you
say
said
whatever
it.
you want.
You said it. But man, that was episode 83.
Yep, 83.
Dang.
Getting close to
If
100.
we were a person, we're old.
And weeks were years.
No, and years were years. And episodes were years.
Episodes were years. Yeah.
We'd be old.
Yeah. So we would be.
We were codger.
Be older than my dad, which is pretty old.
Yeah. We probably wouldn't be doing a lot of night driving.
We probably wouldn't do podcasts.
No.
We wouldn't remember that we had to do them.
I'd be in old folks' home for sure.
We wouldn't be too bad going in an old folks' home, and then
I can't
we
wait.
just set up and do a podcast every day of the week.
Yep. And we
But
talk
it
about the
doesn't go
same
anywhere,
thing.
though.
We just talking to the,
It's just-
talking to the void.
Yeah, we just got water bottles in front of our faces that we're talking into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang. That's the life.
yeah,
We wouldn't know any better.
I'd love it. Probably.
I feel like I'd run a nursing home though. Just like holding court every day.
dude, I'd get so much sleep. Like, I'd be the most well
You
rested.
could listen to so many books.
I'd be listening to books all over the place.
Yeah. Dang. Well,
That's I wish I had more time to listen to books.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Can't find no time.
Can't find that time.
Yeah.
And I ain't even doing nothing.
Every 3 days.
Yeah, every third day.
But, all right, man. That was good.
Yeah.
It was fun. Halloween's over. We've got Thanksgiving next.
Mm-hmm.
It's a month from now, but close.
Yeah, and we're having a baby at any point, so
Dang. Yep.
who knows?
I'm trying to give mine away
Oh,
at any
well,
point.
I'll give you another one once we have it.
No, thank you. Not until I offload at least 2 of them. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
83. Thank you guys for letting us into your hearts and minds and your places of work and your homes and
In your butts.
your butts.